It's been a long time coming. Some have called it the longest striptease, but tonight, for the first time, the lead character in a primetime show will reveal herself to be gay. And oh boy, has the world been talking about that? Ellen's sexual identity striptease began last September, playfully responding to the gay rumors.
What actually was going on, we were adding another character, a guy, and his name is Lesbian.
A toss of a glove here and there.
Would the character of Ellen ever sleep with a man?
Well, sure, if you were feminine enough.
And then getting downright daring. Meanwhile, Ellen Morgan, the TV character, engaged in some coy teasing of her own.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and hey. Ellen, where are you? I was in the closet. Put yourself in my shoes. You know, what if I said something shocking to you? Like my whole life has been a lie and I'm really left-handed.
The real-life Ellen ended the dance on April 14th with this Time magazine cover. Out came Ellen, and out came the newspaper stories. The outcry from advertisers to the religious community.
And if she chooses to live that way, that's her business. Nobody wants to invade her bedroom or her personal and private habits. But we don't want her dumping that into the hearts and minds of the kids of America.
And even the ABC affiliate in Birmingham, Alabama, who declared, not on this station.
You know what I hate? I'll tell you what I hate. I hate when people make assumptions about you, you know?
I agreed to play the therapist in the show. People have responded with hate mail and fear.
We all have things that are wrong with us, and we all do things that are wrong.
That's you saying that it's wrong. Look at all the millions of gay people in this country who don't think that being gay is wrong.
Accept it, though? Why?
Even some in the gay community think there could have been a better way.
I personally wish that Ellen had treated the matter of her coming out a little more seriously. I think it has dragged on for way too long.
Amid all this gay hoopla, TV critics have their own concerns.
If they want to be in the closet, out of the closet, that's their business. Make me laugh, I'm a happy guy.
Tonight, Ellen Morgan, the character, becomes the first openly gay main character on primetime TV.
Why don't we all give Ellen our attention? I think she might have something she wants to tell us. Ellen?
Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess the best way to do something like this is just say it. Just right out, straight to the point. Just come right out and say it. So, here goes.
She's the woman America's talking about. Coming out, Ellen DeGeneres! You nervous or what?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Everybody thinks I'm a freak.
Cover of Time magazine. Did you expect that? Did you expect it to turn into all of this?
No. I mean, I knew that it would be big, but I had no idea that it would be this big. And I actually didn't know it was going to drag out for so long either. So I understand the frustration, but it just was something that I decided and wanted to do and thought it would be wonderful for me. And as a result...
So did you decide for the character first, that you wanted the character to give the character some kind of... Or did you decide for yourself first?
I decided for me first. And then I thought, because I never thought it was anybody's business who I am and who I am with. And so I thought, why do people need to know? And then I realized that as long as I had this secret that I worried about all the time, that it made it look like something was wrong. So
How worried were you, Ellen? My God, what would you do when you get interviewed, when you became famous and you would do interviews with different reporters?
Tried to dodge the question, tried to...
Would anybody out and out ask you?
Sometimes they would. And then I would just say my private life is my private life. I don't want to talk about it, which I always believed. And then when I decided that it was time for me to say I'm fine with who I am, I feel good about me, I'm not ashamed of who I am, I thought, really, who cares still about me? If I can do something creatively, if I can actually show people that it is okay in another way, and I have this wonderful way to do it, why not do it that way?
What got you to be this fine with saying it?
I don't know. I mean, I've become more comfortable with myself just in general as a person and in my body, how I look, just everything, and went to therapy and you know, just not for that issue, but just for finding out.
Well, have you always known? I feel like the therapist on the Ellen Show.
Am I paying you?
No, you're not. When did you know that you were gay? Or is it something like bing, 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 bing? Gay bells go off?
I didn't hear any bells.
Didn't hear any bells?
I heard no bells.
Yeah?
I mean, I look back on it now, and I've known since I was a little girl that I felt different. I mean, I like boys. I still like boys. I think guys are great.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, look. Right. Now,
how old were you there? How old were you there?
I have no memory. I don't know. Maybe I was... What does that look like, 18 or 19?
No.
I mean, I'm going outside to play. If we could see your teeth, we'd know. We'd know, yeah. I'm going outside to play, and I put a tie on to play. Does that kind of give you a clue?
You knew then.
Well, I didn't know then. I really didn't. And
okay, so you dated boys?
Yes.
In high school?
Yeah. And even after I had my first experience with a woman, I thought it was my best friend, and it was just a thing because we liked each other, and We saw you singing with Diane Sawyer, I mean, about Is This All There Is? Yes. The first time was with a guy, that Peggy Lee song, Is That All There Is, was playing in my head over and over. Heterosexual people sang that song, too. Yeah. It just was not, and then I did think, I thought, well, it was just him, and it was, even though he was so great, so wonderful, and just, you know, gorgeous, everything about him was great, I just didn't feel, and then I thought, well, that's the first time, and so I slept with probably 95 other men, and I've only slept with a few guys, but it just never was, you know, it never was what I, you know, wanted or like. It didn't feel right to me.
So you were attracted to women, and you knew it?
Yes, but it was never sexual either. It was just a connection. It was just, you know, I think, I truly believe that there are soul connections, that when you meet someone, either you really respond to them, you like them, and you're not sure why, or you just don't like them, and you're not sure why. And I think that's something that our souls do on their own. And then we have in society these rules that you cannot be attracted to a woman, and I'm attracted to the person, and that's all. And everyone has a different story, and I'm not trying to say this is what gay is. This is just who I am, and I know that this is what I feel more comfortable with.
So was it hard to tell your family?
No, it wasn't hard to tell my family at all. But my father, it was a little harder because he's very religious, and I thought he would have a hard time with it. But he's the kind of guy that, you know, I love you for whoever you are, but, you know, I don't understand it, and let's never talk about it again. You know. So,
at the time you told your dad, he was with, you know, his new wife, right? And your stepmother. And what happened?
Well, actually, he told me that he figured it out. I was upset about something, and he kept saying, did you rob a bank? Did you kill somebody? And I kept saying, you know, no, I just don't want to tell you. And finally I told him, and he told me. And then they asked me to move out of the house. And so
because
she had 2 little girls that they worried that it would influence them.
And so you moved out of the house and moved to where, Ellen?
They co-signed a loan for me to get, you know, an apartment, and you know, it was still, everything was fine. It was just they didn't want me living in the house with the 2 little girls, which really hurt because I loved them, you know. But I understood it. I understand people not understanding. I'm fine with that. I can't, you know, change anyone's mind. So that was just their response.